What it do? This is your brother Bishop of Bishop's on TV, and damn, Macy Gray, why'd you apologize, sister? Why did you apologize? Please, what you said was not wrong. What am I talking about, ladies and gentlemen? And trans ladies and gentlemen, I am talking about Macy Gray recent controversial statements on Piers Morgan. And in that interview, she had some comments that rubbed a certain demographic of people the wrong way. And because she rubbed people the wrong way, and you know how that goes, once you say something that the status quo doesn't like, then it gets out there on Twitter, all kind of social media outlets, bloggers, major media outlets, and then there you have it. You're on an apology tour. You know, of course, Macy Gray, she has a new album that's coming out, so I'm pretty sure she didn't want to be addressing all this hoopla about some comments she made about the trans community, more specifically, trans women. What did Macy Gray actually say to warrant so much backlash? Well, I'm not going to show the clip on this one, but I'm going to read what she said verbatim. So again, this is from this article. And it says the 54-year-old singer said that she does not believe that transgender women should be allowed to compete against biological women in sports. She goes on to say, just because you go and change your parts doesn't make you a woman. Sorry, she told Morgan during the interview. Morgan said most public figures were too terrified to say what a woman is, which that is a sad state of affairs that we are afraid to say what a woman actually is. The singer agreed, saying, I know. I would say a human being with boobs. How about you start there? In a vagina. The duo discussed the issue of transgender women in sports as the host said, I support all trans rights to fairness and equality. Morgan then went on to add how he doesn't support transgender people with physical superior bodies that thrash on women in their sports. Which, I agree. Are we not going to act as if men are not physically stronger on average than women are? And these men transforming into women doesn't necessarily change that, as we've seen from some of these recent athletes, these trans women athletes who are just kicking women's ass in these sports. I mean, just mollywopping their asses. Gray added, I totally agree. If you want me to call you a her, I will, because that's what you want. But that doesn't make you a woman just because you call you a her, just because you got a surgery. She then went on to say, a woman goes through a completely unique experience, and surgery and finding yourself doesn't change that. Being a little girl is a whole epic book, you know? You can't have that just because you want to be a woman. And the world is you, and I'm here. Damn, that shit hurt. Shout out to Macy Gray. I'm not clouding you for, your beautiful voice. Beautiful, sultry voice. Sister, I love you. Stay you. When Piers pointed out that Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling had been criticized for her views on trans women, Gray said, what is the truth? Adding, I don't think you should be called transphobic just because you don't agree. There's a lot of judgment and throwing stones at people for just saying what it is. Do you know what I mean? Those damn planes on that damn plane. I don't know why I started sounding like Samuel Jackson, but she says all this, which I don't have a problem with what she said. Now, of course, I don't have a problem because I'm not a trans woman. But come the hell on. Y'all, look who, like, she's getting backlash from this, from stating the obvious. But see, when you live in an overly PC and sensitive society, just stating the obvious can't be stated publicly. See, what she said is what a lot of people believe. Even some people who have probably criticized her in the public light share similar sentiments. Because let's just be honest, If Macy Gray has said this to a group of men who identified as men because they were born men, nobody would bat an eye. Nobody would have a problem with what she said because they would be like, you're right, sister. No man can tell me what to do with my body, Roe versus Wade, and no man can tell me how it is to be a woman unless they're trans women. All of a sudden, because they're trans women. Now, this is going to be a little bit of controversial take. But I'm already there, so let's just continue to go with it. By the way, no bad intentions, just conversation. However, I sort of think the way that trans women are protected and support in the media. Now, I'm not talking about in society in general. I understand that a lot of trans women go through a lot of bullshit because of the way that they choose to identify. A lot of trans women are assaulted physically, sexually, what have you. And I don't advocate for that. But I'm starting to think some of this is a result of male privilege. What do you mean, male privilege? Well, look, you grew up majority of your life as a man. That's a fact. Whether you had problems identifying as a man or not, you still live your life as a man. And you still benefited from a certain privilege being in this society as a man. That's a fact. We live in a patriarchal society, and you did benefit in some shape, form, or fashion up until the time you decided, hey, I need to transition into a woman. You can always feel that way. But let's not make any mistakes here. As a man, we all benefit in a patriarchal society, some shape, form, or fashion. With that said, all of a sudden, this woman who is validating her own femininity, she's validating her own gender. No matter what you think about gender or not, now because they are trans women, she has to pull back. She has to apologize because they come off as transphobic, as being somewhat of a bigot. Yet, when all she was saying was, look, I'm a woman, I was born a woman, and I don't think it's the same. As a woman, going from a girl to a woman, it's a truly unique experience. Who would argue against that? Again, if she was talking about men, if this conversation was about Roe versus Wade, right? And we're talking about a group of men, heterosexual, at least they consider themselves heterosexual in the public eye, men deciding what a woman should do with her body, nobody would bat an eye if she was to use that same argument against them. Nobody would bat an eye. Again. So why is it any different? Because you all of a sudden decide to go through within the surgery and identify yourself as a trans woman. Because you feel that way. Because you feel like you're a woman. Deep down inside, you felt like you were a woman. I don't get it, y'all. I don't get it. I feel like a dinosaur. I don't know what the hell I'm saying now, but I don't know. Maybe I should end this now. I should wrap it up now. So like and subscribe. Macy Gray, please don't apologize again because sister, celebrities, anytime y'all start apologizing, they don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. Unless you just go on a world tour, unless you just go on a world apology tour like Nick Cannon, and then maybe host a show and then have a bunch of trans guests on your show. Other than that, just be you. Just stand by what you believe in, and hey, you will have supporters. You will have people to back you up. Because I saw the apology, sister, and you didn't look that comfortable saying it. That said, like and subscribe. And until next time, holla.